What are seasons? As you might know already, seasons are various period of a year that goes through different weather condition and length of days and nights. It is divided into 4 periods. Spring, when life becomes active and flowers start to bloom. Summer, when it gets hot and people head for the beach. Autumn, when leaves turn red and yellow. And winter, when it gets cold and starts snowing. Each season's timing and characteristics depends upon the location on Earth. Regions near the equator experience fairly constant temperatures throughout the year, with balmy winters barely discernible from warm summers. So, what causes seasons on our planet? Is it because the Earth gets closer or farther away from the Sun? No. The amount of direct sunlight is the one which is actually responsible for seasons to appear. First of all, the Earth has a tilt of 23.5 degrees. So, when the Earth is on the right side of the Sun, the northern hemisphere is tilted away from the Sun, and the southern hemisphere is tilted towards the Sun. And 6 months later, when the Earth is on the left side of the Sun, the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the Sun, while the southern hemisphere is tilted away from the Sun. When the hemisphere is tilted towards the Sun, it receives more direct sunlight. On the other hand, when it is tilted away, it receives less direct sunlight and receives indirect sunlight. Here is a little experiment using a flashlight. Pretend that the light of the flashlight is a beam of sunlight. If it is shining directly from above, its light energy is concentrated in this amount of area. But if the light is shining with a tilt indirectly, the area of sunlight will become larger. This means that the same amount of energy is spread out over a larger area. So in a particular spot on the paper, it will feel colder with an indirect sunlight than the direct sunlight. So let's try the same thing with the globe. Remember that the Earth is tilted in a 23.5-degree angle. It's August, so the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the Sun, and the southern hemisphere is tilted away. If we light the northern hemisphere directly, you can see that it is illuminating a certain amount of area. But when we light the southern hemisphere, it receives indirect sunlight and you can see the illuminated area getting larger. Therefore, the northern hemisphere will be heated up and will be in summer, while the southern hemisphere will be in winter. These seasons has an effect on life on Earth. First of all, seasons make it possible for us humans to do different activities. We can go swimming and rafting during summer and go skiing during winter. Secondly, plants start to get active during spring, making us able to observe the beautiful flowers. In addition, animals get active as it gets warmer. But what happens if there were no seasons on Earth at all? Scientists say that if there were no season, us human beings probably never have advanced past a state of living in small, scattered settlements. This is because there would be not enough productivity of agricultural crops if there were no seasons, which would cause the weather and the amount of daylight relatively constant. Crops such as wheat must be exposed to both cold and warm weather. Therefore, if there was no change in weather, we would not be able to harvest nutritious crops. As a result, a group of humans will not be able to feed a lot of people, and will be strained to be a small group. Furthermore, because most of the people will be working to gather food, and will have no time to do anything else, they would not be able to have a significant technological advancement. Conclusion: season plays an important role in everyday life on Earth. Humans were able to develop a complex society, and develop modern technology with the help from seasons. In addition, it gives us the opportunity to enjoy different activities, enjoy the diversity of life, and enjoy being on planet Earth.